I am restarting the video for the third time, I think. I am having problems with the live videos. Well, I think everything is going right now. Mercury has entered in Gemini. It is going to stay there until June 17th, and now we have the Sun, we have Venus, we have Jupiter and Mercury, so there is a lot of charge of Geminian energy, which has its polarities. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Well, Mercury is the planet that rules our mental processes, the way our rational mind operates, the color, to put it in some way. And it is the ruler of two signs, which are Virgo and Gemini. In Virgo, it adopts the qualities of, the capacity of observing the detail, or, identifying what things need in order to be optimized, the critical thought, these kind of things. In Gemini, it adopts perspectives, it's like someone saying something, and Mercury in Gemini says, well, we can observe this in this other perspective or this other one. It is about, there is certain agility too, but it has its shadows, which can be the lack of focus, being distracted with too many things at the same time, and not being able to sustain one topic. So I think as a Mercury in Gemini myself, I think it is important for people that have this Mercury in their natal charts to adopt, different projects, in order to not feel bored with life, to nurture them, but not too many, which is going to prevent them from sustaining them in time. So I think it is very important to take that in account. Also, people that could have Mercury in this position may have abilities to write, to communicate. There are people that can connect, people with each other. So, well, this Mercury is already creating this trine with Pluto. Oh, something that I wanted to mention, that I mentioned in the other channels, is that I wanted to put this as an example, because every time that I communicate in my videos, I always give like the perspectives of a certain topic, and then I talk about how we can integrate them. So it is very usual for me to give perspectives of the same thing, to talk about the dualities. But well, what I was trying to say is that it is creating this trine with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Jupiter is still there too. Tomorrow they are going to perfect the conjunction, which is very linked with these expansive ideas that are responding to a purpose, a divine purpose, to the sense of our path. And Pluto, is this planet of transformation. What I'm trying to say is that the trine is a harmonic aspect, but is like helping us to make this transformation, is making this, is helping us to flow better with this transformation, because the purpose of Pluto is linked with, leaving layers, limitant layers that we have to leave behind in order to reveal this light. And Pluto in Aquarius particularly is very linked with assuming our power to express our authenticity, to do things in our way, in coherence with the soul. But it's still a transformation. That's what I wanted to transmit, It is like more harmonic in a certain way, but it is still a transformation. When this is presented in a square, which is something that we are going to experiment by the end of the week with Mars in Taurus and Pluto. Well, there we have like a biggest labor in certain way, because squares, they are presenting, certain challenges, and they could activate also resistances. But well, something that I wanted to comment about the Venus star point that we also have tomorrow at the same time that Mercury unites Jupiter, is that, well, this is created in attention with Saturn in Pisces. So Venus is a planet very associated with pleasure, with the things that we enjoy. So it is very important that the new connections, the new projects, the new directions, because with this new moon, everyone is experimenting a new beginning in their Gemini area of their natal chart. It is going to be expressed differently, of course, but well, it is very important that we can, approach that with this inspiration, that this new direction, turns out in something that can really make us enjoy the daily life, in order to descend our dreams, because this is what Saturn in Pisces is very associated with, descending our dreams to earth. And making things sustainable in time. This is a cycle of 6 months. So this is about constructing, building, investing our energy in the long term. So that's why it has to be very, very aligned with our soul, because we cannot sustain things that are not aligned with our path. Of course, the energy of Gemini is also about exploring options. It doesn't mean that we cannot change, our mind. But the invitation with this transit is is linked with commitment. So, the last thing that I wanted to comment is that with this overcharged of energy in Gemini, not only the overconsumption of information in social media could be like the risk, also not assimilating information. And this is very important as a Mercury in Gemini myself. It doesn't serve to read like 6 books if you are not really assimilating that information, So let's understand that information can be light, not always, but it can be light if it's nurturing us. Information is light when it brings these nurturance, when it helps us to change our perspectives, when it helps us to create growth in our life. Not all information is light. So in another video before, I commented how important it is to give spaces from, processes of learning, and then, to leave this space to create void, to create this emptiness that is necessary in order to create vessel to receive new information. And the way we can create vessel is, first assimilating that information, and then doing something, applicative with that information in our experience, transmitting that information to other people. Writing is a very, very nice practice, even if you don't think that this is part of the purpose of your life. This is something that you could just adopt as a practice, as a daily practice, to generate more internal order and to descend ideas, but it is very important to give that space in order for the information really function, really have a function in our lives. So, I just wanted to comment this today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.